Well, everybody, it has taken me a long time to find this lake. I came from Rosewood, I crashed my car, I took a long hike. I got confused about the direction that I was heading because on the town select map, this road here is going this direction, not north-south. It's going southeast. So I got confused about where I was and walked all the way past all of these lakes, all the way to the intersection that heads north to March Ridge and Merledraw. So, after hiking back on foot, yes, I went in the back way accidentally and finally found myself in this little cabin overnighting. Now, if you feared for my safety while I was looking at the map, trust me, I took a wide loop around this building. Once the sun came up, I was dying of thirst and hunger and tiredness and anxiety when I got here. So that was nice to be able to sleep off the night. It was 24:04 or something like that, or maybe it was like 00:04. I don't know how the math works on the 24-hour clock. But I am looking for what on the map it called like scenic villas or something like that. I assume there are like cabins that are overlooking this lake up on the northeast corner of it. I must have just barely missed it when I came on the first pass because I saw some of the smaller ponds up to the northeast and assumed that since they weren't the giant body of water, that they weren't the right bodies of water. So you live, you learn, you waste a bunch of time, and then you move on with life. So, up this way, a little ways, we should have some good gear, or some good areas to post up. We'll see how it plays out. Now, this is an area that I am 99% sure existed in Build 41, but I'm unsure how much they've expanded it, and to be honest with you, I rarely got outside of the starting locations when I was in Build 41 because I almost always played solo, and it's really kind of hard to do any real long-term traveling, like unless you just plan on loading a vehicle up and relocating. Um, I have rarely gotten to an instance where one of the starting locations felt like it was too barren for me to continue surviving, so I have just always played it out until I've died. But since 42 came out, I have been doing a little more exploring than I used to, and quite frankly, it's kind of fun. This is an enormous lake. Look at the acreage on that. So if I can find a good home, that one down on the southern side was nothing spectacular. It was just a little tiny, you know, one bedroom, two bedroom, maybe ranch house, and I was hoping for something with a basement and a second story, preferably a basement with an internal entrance. Having to go outside to access your basement seems kind of pointless. I find that to be an odd design choice because almost no basements that I know in real life are created that way with a lockable door that leads directly out to the backyard. Oh, this is how you get to your basement. And it's not a cellar door. It's not one of those weird ones from, like, you know, back in the 70s and the 80s that you used to see all the time. Like, no, it's just, I don't know where these supposed cabins are. We're gonna keep looking. And if it is if it's a wild goose chase, if it's an ultimate dead end, then so be it. There's the road I came in on, so possibly up here? Seems like a pretty big waste of a lake to not have lakefront property on it. What do I know? Haha! There we go. Something interesting. And it's not. There are the cabins. Cool, cool. Series of cabins for me to play around with. So that's fun. We'll explore the area a little bit. Squish that guy's head. Nice work. Oh! How did that miss? That was an ugly whiff, I swear to... Better not be more than a scratch. Alright, well... That's pretty ridiculous, but oh well. What are you gonna do? we'll peek at the cabins so that we can at least show you the area, see if it's worth trying to get down here and basing up. That is absolutely ridiculous. What a whiff. Well within range, too. Like, I don't know how that didn't connect. I guess I just wasn't quite facing exactly the right direction. Well, that's a real shame, guys. That's a real shame. I say that a lot in these videos. I get where I want to be, and then I die. Oh! Holy shit! Now I really regret it. I'm glad I kept walking. I'm glad I didn't give up. There's a big ol' 1, 2, 3, 4, 4-story, 5-story resort? Full of Zeds. That is not a pool. That is actually on the lake. Giant condo complex. Full of Zeds. Huh. Thanks for joining me, guys. That was a lot of fun.